Your goals actually don't matter. I'm going to tell you why. Also, believing in yourself doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you why as well. This is Chew on This, where we talk about art, life, and life as an artist. I'm your host, Bobby Chew, and I've worked on many different things. I've been able to work in live action with some of my favorite directors in the planet. I've got to work on amazing video games and animation, and actually got to create my own Emmy-winning TV show. Also, I've created a bunch of companies. I've co-created my own studio, Imaginism Studios, the very first online art school, Schoolism.com, which, by the way, is having an amazing sale right now, and an event that many of you have heard of called Lightbox Expo. I got to co-create that with my amazing partner, Jim Demonakos. But guess what? What were my goals way back when I first started? To sharpen pencils at DreamWorks. I applied, I didn't get it. That's why I had to start the studio. I didn't believe that it would work, but I had no choice. Sometimes having no choice is the best way. Why? Because it leads you to doing the things that you don't want to do, that you should do, that are very difficult or scary or whatever the case may be. The thing that we did very, very right was that we thought about it in this way. We said people that are high in demand and have a lot of jobs going on, they don't have time to make their own art, right? But then when we go to these shows like San Diego Comic-Con or now Lightbox Expo, a lot of people, they will bring their own art, compile it into prints or maybe a book and sell it. Maybe put out a new book every year if they're very prolific, but most likely every 2, 3, 5, 7 years they'll put out an art book. Well, for us, we didn't have any jobs. So it was logical that we could aim to put out 3 art books in 1 year. We got a table at San Diego Comic-Con. We just plugged away and started to make art, our own art, compiling it into 3 books by the time we went to San Diego Comic-Con, our very first year of opening the studio. We got to meet lots of people there, and everybody generally had the same kind of reaction, which was, what is all this stuff? Why have I never heard of you before? Having 3 art books look like we've been around for like 8 years or more. And what is generally everybody looking for? They're looking for the new, fresh thing, but also from somebody that's dependable. Well, it looks like we've been around for a very long time and nobody's seen our stuff before, so we became that new, shiny, fresh new thing. We did all the right steps, right? And that's the most important part, is doing the right steps, having the right goals, believing in yourself, actually, hopefully, will just lead you to doing the right steps. But can you reach amazing heights, amazing goals without believing in yourself and without actually having any goals? Yes, if you did those same steps. Let's flip it around. If you had the right goals and you believed in yourself, but you didn't do the right steps, would you ever reach your goal? Probably not. Think about how many other people have the exact same goals as you. I think about this all the time because so many people have said, you know, I thought about starting an online school. I thought about making an event, blah, 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 but they never were able to do it. Yet for me, I didn't really think about doing these things. I was kind of forced into them, or they came during a time where I actually didn't believe that I could do it. However, that's another thing I want to bring up, because a lot of times what we think is logic, like logically, I don't think I'll be able to do this. A lot of times those thoughts are fear disguised as logic, and we should never give in to fear. We should only go in that direction when it's also logical to go in that direction. Otherwise, we're missing out on amazing opportunities, amazing splinters of our lives that could have been, that will never be, because we gave in to fear. Now, to distinguish between fear and logic, that gets a little bit more difficult, and sometimes you want to ask people that you truly trust to get their opinion. But also, on the flip side, I've heard many different situations where the people that they trusted actually gave them the wrong advice. So this is something that is different for everybody. Some people have amazing people around them that they can trust, and some people don't. For me, I had a little bit of both. I had people that said, "You're crazy," and I had people that were totally behind me. Lightbox Expo was another one where I absolutely did not believe in myself, but it was something that I felt the community needed. It was something that I felt logically, I have the right pieces, I'm able to do this, I have an amazing partner, I have amazing support all around me, so yes, we can do this. Remember, my goal, which I kind of laugh at now, which seems so surreal to me because it's so different from the person I am today. My goal was to sharpen pencils at DreamWorks. Whatever entry level position there was, that was my goal. I didn't believe in myself. And if you're like that as well, I understand that. We see all these incredible things that everybody's doing online, and what are we doing? The steps for us to get from where we are today to that amazing goal that you have could feel daunting. And that's why when selecting mentors, people that you want to learn from, you want to find people that know the steps to get to those goals, that have the systems in place, the schedules, the mindset, and all that, all the ingredients to get to the goal. And the goal and believing in yourself doesn't actually matter that much. But that being said, I could tell you that I most likely believe in you more than you believe in yourself, because I know that's all very, very much possible. You just have to have the right mind frame and do the right steps.